betting markets still have Clinton as the favourite. We can look at the probabilities by inverting the odds. And she's at what? Between 60 and 65%. There's been a decent amount of money bet on this. So I'd treat this relatively seriously. As in, I treat this as a good measure, estimate of what the probability of Clinton to win is. Basically, when there's so much money bet, if you knew better, if you had the fanciest, the best possible way to estimate, and the odds given at the market were wrong, then you would trade it. If I knew that the probability of Clinton winning was 80%, and yet people thought it was only 65, I'd just bet on Clinton to win like crazy. And we did the maths for that when we looked at the Kelly criterion. In fact, you'd want to use the general case, which we did. So I'll put a link to that in the description below the video if you wanted to refresh. So that's what the betting markets are saying. But what are the polls doing? I actually wanted to focus on the bellwethers. Last time I looked at the states which have the highest percentage. So if we looked at the states, we looked at the 4 states which over this period of time have predicted the result the most accurately. As in, the states which have the best track record. Now, when I did that, in the end, I dumped Illinois. That's because for the last while, Illinois has basically just been voting Democrat. So it's not really an indicator anymore. That's why I wanted to use this collection this time. So these are the 4 states which have the best track record. Now they can be slightly different periods of time. So this one was all of them from 1896 to 2012. These are for varying periods. But they've a very good, excellent even, record. So, and look, these are all above 90%. So all better than, that stock market method, which has a 86% success record. And how do we combine 4 different indicators? We just average them. They all get 1 vote. So let's do it. Now we saw that in Ohio, Trump was in the lead. Let's look over here at the Real Clear Politics website. Again, the link is in the description below the video. So we go to Ohio. I suppose there's so many dates and so many. Okay, so this is the most recent Ohio poll, and Trump is in the lead. This is the next one. Again, Trump is in the lead. The next one, Trump is in the lead. Trump is in the lead. Trump is in the lead. So in all the most recent polls, Trump is ahead in Ohio. Nevada has, using the recent track record, Nevada has the best grade. So I suppose I'll have a look at Nevada this time. There's Nevada, Trump. What's the next one? September 11th, Trump. Clinton. So the most recent one, Trump is in the lead. Now, it is only by 2, so not hugely, but he's in the lead. New Mexico and Florida. So go to the top over here. Florida, Trump's in the lead. This is more recent. Trump's in the lead. Trump's in the lead. Okay. So the oldest one has Clinton in the lead. But basically most of the time, and more so with the recent ones, Trump is winning. I didn't find New Mexico here. So I looked it up on Google. And this is only like a day old. Yeah, 18th. New Mexico poll. Trump leads, and by quite clearly. In a way, this is interesting because where'd it go? The independent guy who's running Libertarian is from New Mexico. Does it say it over here? Can't find it. So I can imagine that Clinton lost. There it is. In that poll, former New Mexico governor Gary Johnson, who's running as a libertarian, has 14%. So, where does that leave us? Well, my method of choice is this. Just average the 4 states which have the best track record. I mean, I don't see how that can be bad. I mean, what's wrong with that? And when we do that, at the moment, Trump is winning all of them. So I can't see why he isn't the favourite. I mean, if you had not told me, if I could not actually see the betting markets, and I was trying to figure out what the odds would be, based on this, I would have guessed that he has a 70% chance of winning or something. So at the moment, I don't see myself hedging the Trump bet. I'm more tempted to add to it. We'll see what happens as the debates begin, but I can't see why Clinton's in the lead. As it says here, race tightens. The projections. So before, when I was first looking at the estimates of the electoral votes, it was mathematically possible that Trump would win, but the gap was huge. As it says here, if the election were held today, whenever this is quite recent, the projection estimates that Clinton has a 60% chance of winning by 18 electoral votes. And that's in line with what the betting markets are saying. They have her at 65%? Last week, Clinton had an 83%. The betting markets had her more at maybe 80. So the betting market seems to be kind of following this. And that makes sense, because remember, if I just look at the polls, that doesn't capture how many seats or how many votes you're going to get. So getting the projected votes in the electoral college, that's what you're kind of interested in. But I'm more going with, well, the bellwethers are the most accurate. They have the best history. So they should again perform. And I can imagine, if it was 2-2, that, this is going to be close. But if it's 4-0 going into the election, it's hard to see why Clinton is favourite.